If you are over 60 and you have ever noticed that your legs feel heavy, tired, or achy by the end of the day, or that your feet and ankles swell by the afternoon, or that you experience a strange tingling or numbness in your lower legs that was not there 10 years ago, I need you to understand something that most people your age have never been clearly told. These are not just normal signs of getting older. They are not things you simply have to accept and live with. They are signals, specific, meaningful signals, that the circulation in your legs is not working as efficiently as it should. And the reason that matters so much is not just about comfort or mobility. Poor circulation in the legs is directly connected to your cardiovascular health, your risk of blood clots, your risk of stroke, and the long-term health of your heart. Today I am going to show you exactly what you can drink, starting today, to measurably improve blood flow in your legs, protect your cardiovascular system, and give your body the circulatory support it desperately needs as you age. Stay with me through every minute of this video because what I am about to share is something that millions of people over 60 need to hear, and almost none of them ever do. My name is William Hart, and I want to begin with something that I think is critically important for understanding why circulation in the legs becomes such a significant issue after 60. As we age, several things happen to the cardiovascular system simultaneously. The walls of our blood vessels gradually become stiffer and less elastic, a process called arteriosclerosis that begins in middle age and accelerates after 60. The smooth muscle cells in vessel walls become less responsive. The valves inside the veins of the legs, the tiny one-way valves that prevent blood from pooling and help push it back up toward the heart against gravity, begin to weaken. The heart itself pumps with slightly less force, and the blood itself can become more prone to sluggish flow in the smaller vessels of the extremities. The result of all these changes happening together is that the legs, which are the furthest point from the heart and therefore the most dependent on robust circulation, often become the first place where the consequences of aging cardiovascular function become visible and felt. The heaviness, the swelling, the aching, the coldness in the feet, the slow healing cuts and wounds on the lower legs. These are all expressions of the same underlying problem. Blood is not moving through the vessels of the lower limbs as efficiently as it once did. And here is what makes this conversation so urgent. Poor leg circulation is not just a local problem confined to your legs. It is a window into the health of your entire cardiovascular system. The same arterial stiffness and endothelial dysfunction, the dysfunction of the cells lining your blood vessels, that shows up as poor circulation in your legs is the same process happening in the arteries feeding your heart and your brain. People with poor leg circulation are at significantly elevated risk of peripheral artery disease, deep vein thrombosis, pulmonary embolism, heart attack, and stroke. And yet because the symptoms in the legs feel mundane, just tired legs, just some swelling, just feeling a little slower, most people never connect what is happening in their lower limbs to what is happening in their cardiovascular system as a whole. Today I want to close that gap completely. Now let us get into exactly what to drink, because this is what most of you came here for, and I want to be as specific and as practical as possible. The first and most evidence-backed drink for improving blood flow and circulation in the legs is beet juice, and the research behind this is genuinely impressive. Beets are exceptionally rich in dietary nitrates. When you consume these nitrates, your body converts them through a two-step process into nitric oxide, one of the most important molecules in cardiovascular physiology. Nitric oxide is produced naturally by the cells lining your blood vessels, and its primary function is to signal the smooth muscle cells in vessel walls to relax and dilate. When blood vessels dilate, they offer less resistance to blood flow. More blood moves through them more easily, and the effect is felt throughout the entire vascular system, including the smaller arteries and veins of the legs that are often the first to show the effects of age-related circulatory decline. Multiple clinical studies have shown that consuming beet juice produces measurable improvements in blood flow within hours, with regular consumption producing sustained improvements over time. For seniors specifically, research has found that beet juice supplementation improves exercise tolerance, reduces the oxygen cost of physical activity, and measurably improves circulation to the extremities. A small glass of pure beet juice daily, approximately 8 ounces, is one of the most direct, research-supported interventions available for improving leg circulation naturally. If you can find one thing to add to your morning routine starting tomorrow, this is it. The second drink is pomegranate juice, and this is one that deserves far more attention than it typically receives in conversations about senior cardiovascular health. Pomegranate is extraordinarily rich in a specific group of antioxidant compounds called punicalagins, which are among the most potent antioxidants found in any food or beverage. These compounds do something critically important for aging blood vessels. They protect and restore the function of the endothelium, the thin layer of cells lining every blood vessel in your body. As we age, chronic inflammation and oxidative stress gradually damage the endothelium, reducing its ability to produce nitric oxide and respond appropriately to the signals that regulate blood flow. Pomegranate's antioxidants directly counter this damage. Multiple studies have shown that regular pomegranate juice consumption reduces arterial stiffness, improves endothelial function, lowers blood pressure, and measurably improves blood flow, including peripheral blood flow in the legs and extremities. One particularly compelling study found that people with peripheral artery disease, a condition of severely reduced leg circulation, who consumed pomegranate juice regularly experienced significant improvements in walking distance and leg blood flow compared to a control group. For seniors dealing with leg heaviness, swelling, or reduced exercise tolerance related to poor circulation, pomegranate juice is a genuinely powerful ally. 8 ounces daily of pure pomegranate juice, not cocktail blends with added sugars, is the form the research supports. The third drink is green tea, consumed daily and ideally multiple times throughout the day. Green tea contains a unique combination of compounds that make it one of the most comprehensively cardiovascular protective beverages studied in modern nutritional science. The primary active compounds are catechins, particularly a specific catechin called EGCG, or epigallocatechin gallate, along with L-theanine and a moderate amount of caffeine. Together, these compounds produce several effects that directly benefit leg circulation. The catechins improve endothelial function, increasing the production and availability of nitric oxide in blood vessel walls. They reduce inflammation in blood vessels, countering the chronic low-grade vascular inflammation that contributes to arterial stiffness in seniors. They improve the flexibility and elasticity of blood vessel walls. And the mild caffeine content provides a gentle stimulant effect on circulation without the blood pressure spikes associated with coffee. Large population studies conducted in Japan, where green tea consumption is among the highest in the world, have consistently found that regular green tea drinkers have lower rates of cardiovascular disease, stroke, and peripheral vascular problems compared to non-drinkers. For seniors looking to support leg circulation through daily beverage choices, making 2 to 3 cups of quality green tea a consistent part of the daily routine is one of the most well-supported decisions available. The fourth drink is warm water with fresh lemon juice. And while this may sound almost too simple to be worth mentioning alongside the more exotic options, the evidence for its circulatory benefits is both real and underappreciated. Proper hydration is foundational to healthy circulation. Blood that is even mildly thickened by dehydration moves more sluggishly through the smaller vessels of the legs, contributing directly to the heaviness, swelling, and poor peripheral circulation that so many seniors experience. Older adults are at particular risk of chronic mild dehydration because the sensation of thirst diminishes significantly with age. By the time a senior feels thirsty, they are often already meaningfully dehydrated. Starting the day with a large glass of warm water with fresh lemon juice addresses this in multiple ways. The warm water promotes immediate hydration and gently stimulates circulation. The lemon juice provides vitamin C, a nutrient that is essential for the production and maintenance of collagen, which forms the structural framework of blood vessel walls and keeps them strong and elastic. Vitamin C also acts as a powerful antioxidant that protects the endothelium from oxidative damage. And the citric acid in lemon has mild blood-thinning properties that can help reduce the tendency towards sluggish blood flow in the peripheral vessels. This combination, warm water, fresh lemon, consumed first thing in the morning before anything else, is one of the simplest and most accessible daily habits for supporting leg circulation available to anyone regardless of budget or lifestyle. The fifth drink is ginger tea, made from fresh ginger roots steeped in hot water, and ginger is one of the most potent natural circulatory stimulants that has been studied in clinical research. Ginger contains compounds called gingerols and shogales that have been shown to improve circulation through multiple mechanisms. They inhibit the aggregation of platelets, reducing the tendency of blood to form the small clots that can impede flow in smaller vessels. They have direct vasodilatory effects, meaning they help blood vessels relax and widen, improving blood flow. They reduce inflammatory markers in blood vessel walls. And they have been shown in research to specifically improve peripheral circulation, the circulation in the hands, feet, and legs that is most affected by age-related vascular decline. For seniors who experience cold feet, leg cramps, or the general sense of sluggish circulation in the lower limbs, fresh ginger tea consumed once or twice daily provides a gentle but meaningful circulatory stimulus that works through mechanisms completely distinct from the other drinks on this list, making it an ideal complement to beet juice and pomegranate juice rather than a substitute for them. The sixth drink is tart cherry juice, and this is one that many seniors have heard of for joint pain and sleep quality but far fewer know about for its direct cardiovascular and circulatory benefits. Tart cherries are extraordinarily rich in anthocyanins, the same pigment compounds found in blueberries and other deeply colored berries, along with a unique combination of anti-inflammatory compounds that make them one of the most studied foods for reducing vascular inflammation. Research has shown that tart cherry juice reduces several key markers of cardiovascular inflammation, improves arterial flexibility, and supports healthy blood pressure, all factors that directly influence the quality of circulation reaching the legs and lower extremities. Additionally, tart cherry juice has been shown to reduce muscle soreness and improve recovery after exercise, which is particularly relevant for seniors who are trying to stay physically active, since regular walking and physical movement are among the most important contributors to healthy leg circulation. 8 ounces of pure tart cherry juice daily, ideally consumed in the evening, provides both circulatory benefits and the well-documented sleep-supporting effects of its natural melatonin content, making it one of the most multifunctional additions to a senior health routine available. Now I want to bring everything together in a way that is practical and immediately actionable. The 6 drinks I have described, beet juice, pomegranate juice, green tea, warm lemon water, ginger tea, and tart cherry juice, each support leg circulation through distinct, well-researched mechanisms. They are not magic cures. They are not substitutes for medical care if you have been diagnosed with peripheral artery disease, deep vein thrombosis, or other serious vascular conditions that require professional treatment. What they are is a powerful collection of evidence-based daily habits that work with your body's own circulatory mechanisms to support healthier blood flow throughout your lower limbs, habits that are accessible, affordable, and sustainable as permanent parts of a senior health routine. The most important thing I want you to take away from this video is this: what you drink every day is not a neutral choice. Every beverage you consume either supports the health and function of your blood vessels or works against it. The drinks I have described today actively support the endothelial function, arterial elasticity, blood viscosity, and nitric oxide production that your legs depend on for healthy circulation. The sugary sodas, the heavily sweetened juices, the excessive alcohol, and the chronic mild dehydration that characterize the daily beverage habits of too many seniors do the opposite. The gap between these two approaches, in terms of how your legs feel, how far you can walk, how much swelling you experience, and how protected your cardiovascular system is larger than most people realize. And you have the power to start closing that gap today with your very next drink. I also want to address something that comes up whenever seniors start making positive changes to their health habits, And that is the question of how long it takes to notice a difference. The most honest answer is that you should expect to notice subtle improvements within the first 1 to 2 weeks of consistent daily use of these drinks, with more significant and sustained improvements developing over the following 4 to 8 weeks. Nitric oxide production from beet juice and pomegranate juice can produce measurable improvements in blood vessel function within hours of the first consumption. Ginger tea's circulation-stimulating effects are among the most immediate. Many people notice a warming sensation and improved circulation in their feet and legs within 30 to 60 minutes of consuming it. The key word in everything I have said is consistent. Sporadic use will produce sporadic results. Daily habits produce lasting change. I also want to specifically address the role of movement alongside these drinks, because beverages alone, as powerful as the ones I have described are, work best when combined with regular gentle movement that mechanically supports circulation in the legs. The calf muscles act as a secondary pump for venous circulation in the legs. When they contract during walking, they squeeze blood upward through the leg veins back toward the heart. Even short, regular walks, 10 to 15 minutes several times throughout the day, combined with the circulatory drinks I have described today, can produce improvements in leg circulation that are dramatically greater than either approach alone. Ankle circles performed while seated, toe raises, and simple leg exercises done from a chair are additional ways to activate the calf pump and support venous return from the legs without requiring strenuous physical activity. Finally, I want to speak directly to those of you who are watching this because someone you love is struggling with poor leg circulation and you want to help them. The information in this video is straightforward enough to share. The drinks I have described are accessible and affordable enough to incorporate into anyone's daily routine, and the potential benefit to their cardiovascular health and daily quality of life is significant. Sometimes the most important thing we can do for the people we care about is put the right information in front of them at the right moment, and then help them take the first practical step toward acting on it. Buy them a bottle of beet juice. Make them a cup of ginger tea. Suggest a short walk together in the afternoon. These small actions, done consistently and with care, can make a genuine and lasting difference in how the people you love feel every single day. If this video gave you practical information that you know will make a real difference in how you feel and how your legs function every day, please hit the like button and subscribe to William Hart Health, because every single week I am here with honest, research-backed information about blood pressure and cardiovascular health designed specifically to help you live longer, feel stronger, and protect the heart that has been working for you every single day of your life.